Hey guys, welcome to speech therapy during COVID-19. Miss Sowa is here today. Hey, and I am here to show you guys how to make, activities that are related to different books that we or you may read to your child, and how to encourage story retell and story comprehension and interactive play, all surrounding a single book. What I'm going to use today is the book that I had read last week, Sheep in a Jeep. So I read this book last week. It's about sheep who are in a Jeep who obviously don't know how to drive a Jeep and end up crashing it, and it's really sad. So the activity I'm going to make is something that you could make in your own home today with materials that you may have around the house. I know that sometimes we don't have printers at home, but this is also a really good way to engage your child in creativity and make them want to make something of their own. So, first thing I'm going to suggest is what we're going to make these little sheeps, and they're on popsicle sticks. So your child can have different characters to play with. So you could do this with a different type of book. So for example, I have my Skippy John Jones here. I love Skippy John Jones. You could have your child draw their picture of Skippy John Jones or one of the chihuahuas that he interacts with during his adventures, and you can make them out of paper. If you have popsicle sticks, glue them onto the popsicle sticks so they're kind of like little puppets. Kids love this. This is a hoot. Also, have your child draw a Jeep. I can draw, but I originally printed this out already, so I figured I would use it while I have it here. And if you have a printer at home and want to print some of these materials out just to make it easier, that's great. A nice thing about making these and having your child draw them is you can have discussions about them. So practicing, if your child works on the sound j or sh for sheep and jeep, you can practice saying those sounds while making these. So that is a great way to elicit that articulation piece and work on those. So what we're going to do is, so I would read the story and go over it with your child, and then work on coloring, drawing, making your jeeps, making your sheeps, cutting them out. You can also do masks. So having a character mask, a good one for a good book for that would be books that have lots of animals, so the child can make an animal face out of a piece of paper, cut out the eyes, and have it on their face. And you can have, if you have more than one child, you can have them act out the story, or you can act it out with them. So those are some great ways of doing it. Like I said, we can put all of our sheep in this Jeep, and we can act out the story. You know, the sheep went down a hill, they went up the hill, they got stuck in the mud. If you have pigs, you could also make pigs, because the pigs helped push the sheep out of the mud. And then they crashed the car. So what does that look like? They can rip apart the Jeep. They can, if it's made out of construction paper, maybe they can take some of the pieces off the Jeep that they made. So there's lots of ways to use, just simple paper crafts to make the materials to do an interactive story. And you can do this as an all-day theme too, which is nice. You can have, if you make so many sheep or if you make so many characters, you can count how many. So how many sheep do we have? 1, 2, 3. You can also, if I bring back Skippy John Jones here, if your child makes multiple chihuahuas and Skippy John Jones, we can have them count how many chihuahuas do we see in this book, how many should we make. So lots of different ways to keep things interactive within your child's books and literacy. Another thing too is if your child has a play set that has animals, or a play farm, or they have a ton of stuffed animals, acting out books like these that have lots of animals in them is also a great way to do it. I know for SFA, there is Pit Pat the cat. So if your child has a stuffed cat, or even if you have a real cat, you can talk about Pit Pat the cat and act out that while not hurting the kitty. So that is what I have for you today. Just a quick 411 on using materials around what you have the house, just using paper, simple things, drawing out characters, acting them out. There are also a lot of materials that on Teachers Pay Teachers that are free for a bunch of different classic books. So Skippy John Jones, I know there are free materials out there. If you would like a link to a materials out there based on your child's age or grade, I can of course send that to you via Class Dojo or Google Classroom. So just let me know. My contact information was on the speech therapy packets. And if you want to see more videos of Miss Sowa during this time, while we may be out for even longer, feel free to subscribe. If you hit the subscribe button, it's somewhere down there, and you will get notifications when I post a new video. And I try to post a new video every day. It just depends on how many work meetings I have during the day, as well as other factors. So have a great day. Enjoy being with your family and being surrounded by people you love. Take a deep breath, parents. You're doing great. Have a great day. I'll talk to everyone soon.